Dobry wieczór, William here. This week, we're bringing you the second of 3 interviews I recorded in Poland, focusing on reasons to visit particular regions of the country. Last week, Sandra Wazinska-Gotsk told us about the Tri-Cities of Gdansk, Gdynia and Sopot, and the wider Pomerania region, including the spectacular Malbork Castle. This week, Katarzyna Tomaszewska tells us about her native city of Toruń. Katarzyna, who incidentally spent many years living in Dublin, is very passionate about her native city. Toruń is a city with a population of around 200,000 people in the Kujawian-Pomeranian Voivodeship. I visited Toruń between my stops in Malbork and Poznan. The medieval quarter of Toruń is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and, as I found out from Katarzyna, the city is particularly famous for the Museum of Gingerbread and as the birthplace of the astronomer Nicholas Copernicus. So, let's hear from Katarzyna. We're joined today here in beautiful Toruń by local tour guide Katarzyna Tomaszewska. Katarzyna, thank you very much for speaking with Hello Irlandia today. I know you work as a tour guide in this city, but I understand you're also very familiar with Ireland, having lived there for many years.
Hello to everybody. Yes, that's right. I'm now a tour guide in Toruń, but before I was a tour guide in Ireland, especially in Dublin. I provided the tours for the Dublinian Viking Museum and Christchurch Cathedral, and I always enjoy to be a tour guide in Ireland and here now in Toruń. But if I compare, I prefer to be a tour guide in my own city, because maybe I have more memories connected with that space where I am here, with Toruń exactly, and how the people who visit Toruń, how is a beautiful city full of monuments. But when I'm providing tours, especially for the people from the different countries, I always thinking about the island as well, because many places in Dublin and in Toruń, they had very difficult history and very similar history.
So what are the main reasons for visiting Toruń?
Toruń is a city listed by UNESCO since 1997, so that means that all the old city is full of monuments. The World War II didn't destroy my city, so that's why the tourists who are coming here, they can touch the Gothic style, the medieval architecture here. But Toruń is most commonly known as a city of the gingerbread, so tourists they are coming here generally they would like to know the history of the gingerbread. They wanted to get more information about the Copernic, who was the famous astronomer from here.
Yes, indeed. I know there are many wonderful features associated with Nicholas Copernicus. The city must obviously be very proud of that connection.
Yes, that's right. And because Copernic spoke in German language in his family, even the Germans would like to think that he was a German guy, but we from Toruń, we definitely can say that he was Polish, because he wanted to be ruled by the Polish king. And he was born here in Toruń. We have a lovely museum, a very modern museum dedicated to the Copernic, and very welcome to visit them, that museum. And we have the university, called as well Copernic, and the planetarium. Everything here in Toruń is connected with Copernic, I have to say it.
And just on another note, I think we were talking earlier that Toruń in many ways is very similar to Krakow, in that neither were substantially destroyed during World War II, and Toruń is a very ancient city. Does that, along with many of the streets being car-free, help to explain what is a wonderful atmosphere in this city?
Yeah, the main square is cars-free. But that's why we can enjoy and relax ourselves during the weekends when we are walking through the streets. But in some places on the outskirts of the old city, we still have the problems with the cars. Especially we are talking about the center of the old city. So yeah, that's right. That's right. That's why it's a charming city. We are not in rush like in Warsaw, let's say, or or even in Krakow, I think, because it's a bigger city, so everybody, they are running somewhere, and here it's more quiet. We can relax, we can just enjoy the beautiful buildings and the lovely atmosphere.
So in summary, would you highly recommend including Toruń on any travel itinerary to Poland?
Yes, I highly recommend to visit my hometown. Yeah, so if you come here, please don't miss to visit a museum of gingerbread, and you can enjoy as well a new place which is called the Młyn Wiedzy, which is a center very similar, like the place is very similar like a Copernicus Center in Warsaw, and or in the free time you can just enjoy the walk along the Wisła River, which is a lovely place as well.
Thank you very much for your time with us today, Katarzyna. Next week, we'll conclude the series with Alexandra Posta telling us all about Poznan. Dobranoc.